Okay, so the name is Brian Gonzalez. Brian, B-R-Y-A-N, Gonzalez, Gonzalez.
And you were out on Saturday. Take it from there.
Yeah, we were out on Saturday, regular fishing morning, getting ready, 6 o'clock, hit the bait barge, grab some bait. We were out there fishing looking for bluefin around 30, 20 miles out, open water. When me and my buddy were just looking for tuna. I was on the steering wheel while my buddy was on the binoculars, looking around for tuna, looking for any signs of birds, trying to find them. When my buddy noticed something white in the distance, about maybe a mile, 2 miles away, through the binoculars. And so our first initial thought is maybe it's like a whale or something floating. So we go to it, just thinking maybe we'll find fish there. So as we were getting near it, my friend tells me, I don't think it's what we think it is. I don't think it's a whale. So as we get closer, yeah, you could see it, the reflection off the fiberglass at the bottom of the boat. And once we got closer, there was 3 people in the water. One of them had an orange life vest, so that's how we were able to tell it was people. So initiative, my buddy starts grabbing ropes. We start grabbing throwable lifeguard floaters. We pull up to the boat. We toss them, and yeah, it's 3 guys, all males, probably around 30s. And yeah, they're floating in the water, and they only spoke Spanish. We asked them how long had they been there, and they said about half an hour. They did have a little floatable device that gives your location off. I've seen them at the stores. So they had that on, and from there, we put them on the boat. We gave them water, and from there, we came in closer and we saw a lifeguard going by, and we waved them down. The lifeguard was kind enough, came over and put them on their boat, and then we went from there. They gave us the whole time saying thank you. I mean, it's always the right thing to do. That's pretty much it.
So, was there a boat out there? Was our boat capsized?
Yeah, the boat was capsized. So their boat was capsized. Must have been around a 20-foot boat, just capsized, and that's what they were holding on to. So that's where they were staying near.
So at that point, so it had only been a half an hour, but were they dehydrated, sunburned? Were they already?
I'm sure they were tired from swimming, because you can only do so much by holding on to something. But our first initiative thought was giving water, because obviously, I mean, you can't drink salt water, and I'm sure they drank salt water too. But I'm sure they were out there fishing as well. But again, if you don't know how to boat correctly, or sometimes just randomly it happens, you could fall off balance and capsize the boat yourself, or you're all leaning on one side or anything like that.
Now this GPS device, you said something that earlier you were saying that you don't have one yourself. Is that something that you might be interested in getting?
Most definitely. Now, I mean, usually we put it off because we say, oh, it's too expensive, but then again, it's your life against the price of just having that device with you and getting saved if it happens to you.
So I was going to ask you, if you hadn't got this binoculars out and he hadn't seen a white thing, what do you think would have happened?
Oh, we would have missed it. We would have completely missed it. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure if the device was working, they would have gotten picked up by the Coast Guard or lifeguard, or if they got lucky another boat passing. But we would have missed them. Yeah, we weren't looking.
So we call people like you good Samaritans, because you found them, you're in the right place at the right time, and B, you saved them. So
yeah.
How's that feel?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, I'm always that type of person with a big heart, always giving and not taking as much. So just the thought that those guys made it home safe is enough for me to feel good.
And you didn't know much about where to find
No, I didn't know them at all. I mean, they didn't ask any questions. They just seemed like they were out of it. Just wanted to let them know they were safe, and we were taking them back to shore.
And so you saw Coast Guard or lifeguard?
We believe it was lifeguard.
Yeah. On a boat?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were coming back into San Diego?
Yeah, back into San Diego Bay.
Was there any other conversation with these gentlemen? Did you talk about anything?
We were just asking them, at that point, if they were okay, if they needed more water. We were just more caring about their health, if they needed to call somebody or anything like that. But other than that, that was the full conversation. We really didn't get into like how did it happen or all this, just because we were more worried about their health and them staying well.
And so only one of them had a life jacket?
They all three had a life jacket, but only one of them had an orange one, like a bright orange one.
And you said this happened Saturday
Around
what time?
11:30 to like 12.
And what were the conditions out there? Windy, choppy, full
It
sun?
was full sun. I mean, in the morning it was overcast, but it cleared out throughout the afternoon, so it was pretty clear out there. I mean, the swells weren't too bad, but enough to where, I mean, they got it kind of the way where they would go down as the swell came up. So, but we kept an eye on them the whole time as we were approaching.
There's sharks out there?
Oh yeah, most definitely. There always is.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. No.
Anything else?
Awesome.
For over 25 years, we've represented thousands of people involved in car and motorcycle accidents. We hope you never need us, but if you do, remember the number. It's easy. 619-333-3333. God bless.